Okay, mean streak time. Let's take this baby where it belongs, on the highway. I have to say, this thing handles surprisingly well. It's not a sports bike or anything, don't get me wrong. It's better at doing pulls, admittedly, than going around corners. But it's not a sports bike. But it has quite sophisticated suspension for a bike its age. It's got like the upside down forks and everything. It's even got the brakes from a ZX9R sports bike, which was Kawasaki's like contemporary sports bike of the day. 6-pot Kikos. It stops alright, that's for sure. I don't know how well that V-twin rumble is coming through on the camera, but good God, I could listen to it all day. It is just magnificent. Oh yeah. Oh, had to pull in and get some water. It is ridiculously hot today. That's about 104 Fahrenheit, I think. Yeah, it's hot. Okay, I will admit it's a little harder to back up than the Strom was, but whatever. You don't spend too much time backing a bike up, so I won't worry about that too much. Right! Good God, this thing will move. The torque just comes from nowhere. It comes from basically zero revs. This thing has a 5-speed gearbox, but I don't know why Kawasaki actually bothered. It really only needs second and fifth. A big 1600cc engine will do that though. Good God, I've just realised that the Mean Streak has a bigger engine than my car. That is a 1.5 litre Mazda 2, which is now the second largest engine in a vehicle I own. It's kind of scary to think that I have a bike with a bigger engine than my bloody car. I still can't quite get over how easy this bike is to handle in corners. Not bad for a big gun. Seeing as I now own a cruiser with an enormous engine and a loud Vance and Hines exhaust system, it is basically mandatory for me to do a lap of the Strand and just generally annoy everyone. To think I used to get mad at those people. I'm like, oh, stared at that fucker with their loud exhaust. Yet now I am that fucker, so I might as well embrace it. Okay, let's try and do a bit of filtering here. Ah, there's loads of room there. We could park a bus in here. Come on, lights. Won't be too many things beating this out of the lights anyway, that's for sure. A few people seem quite surprised that I have gone from a V-Strom to a big ridiculous muscle cruiser, and I can probably understand that, but there seems to be this sort of, I guess, unspoken kind of rule amongst a lot of motorcyclists that once you've got one particular type of bike, say sports bike, ADV bike, cruiser, whatever, it's like you're stuck with that for life. Like you can't get a different kind of bike. Why the hell can't you? At the end of the day, I bought this bike for the one reason you should ever buy a bike for, and that's because I bloody like it. I have always liked mean streaks. My first bike was a Kawasaki VN 250, so this bike's baby brother. And back when I had that, I learned of the existence of this mythical 1600cc power cruiser that's not particularly common in Australia, for that matter, and I always kind of lusted after it. And I was looking on Future Sport Motorcycles website there. Would have been Christmas Day I was actually looking at the site, and I saw that they had this one in stock. 2008 model, 26,000 kilometers on it, recently serviced, new tyres, and about as clean as you could reasonably expect a 2008 bike to be. And I decided, screw it, I might never see another one as good, so I bought it. It's also worth noting that this is actually a very good bike for this part of the world. It is extraordinarily comfortable. The seat is just like a big sofa, and the big V twin engine is just going to eat up long highway miles. And this is actually liquid cooled as well, which is much better for stupidly hot days like this. Once I get rid of that stupid air breather, it will be incredibly comfortable. So long story short, I bought this because I wanted to buy it and I could. And I guess I don't really have to justify why I bought it to anyone. If you don't like it, that's fine, don't buy one. Good luck to you. Oh yeah. Alright, time to be an obnoxious jerk. Townsville's not a bad old city. I'm kind of resisting the urge to just go rev bombing people. That'd probably be a bit too obnoxious though. Even I'm not that much of an arsehole. 40 kilometers an hour in third gear. It's just a glorified tractor, this thing, and all the better for it. Shouldn't be called a mean streak, it should be called a Massey Ferguson. Anyway, I'm going to go down Pallarenda Road, find somewhere where there's not too many people around, and we'll get a proper recording of that rather insane exhaust note. One thing I really like about this bike is the fact that the gauges are actually above the light here in front, so they're always in your field of vision. It's one thing I dislike about a lot of cruisers, is that you have the speedo down here, which means whenever you actually want to check how fast you're going, it's like, this is so much better. Okay, found a spot. Let's listen to this exhaust. The audio issue I was having yesterday, by the way, has been fixed today because I went out and bought a brand new GoPro Hero 9. Turns out the 5 I have been running for years is giving up the will to live. I don't know what that bike is in front of me. It's like some sort of really old school cruiser. It sounds bloody amazing. I hope it gets stopped at a red light here so I can have a proper look at it. Yeah, here we go. It's bloody awesome. Some sort of thumper engine. No idea what it is, but if anyone can tell me in the comments, or is it a complete custom job? It's also very loud. Alright, one last pull. Oh, that'll do, pig, that'll do.